Our speakers today are Sara Maxwell, Assistant Director in Wellbeing for Faculty, Staff Assistance, and Wellbeing Services, and Yasmin Ofiana, Program Assistant for Wellbeing Services. Sara graduated from the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign in 2009 with a Bachelor of Kinesiology, and from University of Illinois Springfield in 2016 with a Master of Public Health, and holds certificates through the National Wellness Institute as a resiliency facilitator and worksite wellness specialist. She joined the University of Illinois in September of 2024 as Assistant Director in Wellbeing for Faculty, Staff Assistance, and Wellbeing Services, supporting the alignment and success of faculty and staff wellness programs by embedding health into all aspects of campus culture. Yasmin Ofiana has been with the university since 2019. She has a bachelor's degree in psychology from the Philippine Women's University and also attended Algonquin College in Canada. She has experienced background working with both client services and human resource functions. As a program assistant for Wellbeing Services, she facilitates the implementation of wellness programs and assists in finding resources for employees on campus. Welcome, Sara and Yasmin. Thank you both for agreeing to speak with us today. I'll now turn our program over to you.
Well, you're so welcome, Julie, and thank you so much for having us here today. On behalf of faculty, staff assistants, and wellbeing services, I'd like to welcome everyone to our wellbeing service overview. Again, my name is Sara Maxwell, and I'm accompanied today by Yasmin Ofiana. We both work in faculty, staff assistants, and wellbeing services, or FSAWS for short, if you prefer. I will be presenting our materials today, and Yasmin is acting as producer in the background, making sure everything's running smoothly. As we move through this session, we ask that questions are dropped into the chat box where Yasmin will respond as she's able. We've also reserved a little time at the end for a Q&A segment where you will be invited to unmute to ask questions, but you may also continue dropping questions in the chat if you are more comfortable with that option. Faculty, staff, assistance, and wellbeing services provides counseling and customizable programs designed to support the achievement of mental health and wellbeing goals. Before we get into the content of today's presentation, we will complete a 1-minute wellness activity followed by a quick question for those in attendance today. So let's get started with a 1-minute wellness activity. This is called box breathing. It's a great practice that you can do anywhere at any time to help calm your mind and body and help you reach a clear level of focus. Before we begin this practice, I want to remind you that you are the expert of your health and wellness. So if this activity is not right for you, please feel free to observe and have your own moment of calmness. Let's go ahead and begin. What I want you to do is sit in a comfortable position. Nice and tall in your chair if you would like, or you could also stand. Using the visual on the screen, I want you to start in the top left corner of the box. Breathe in slowly through your nose for a count of 4. Hold your breath for a count of 4. Exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 4. Hold your breath again for a count of 4. Let's repeat this 2 more times. Breathe in slowly through your nose for a count of 4. Hold your breath for a count of 4. Exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 4. Hold your breath again for a count of 4. Last time through the box, so breathe in slowly through your nose for a count of 4. Hold your breath for a count of 4. Exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 4. Hold your breath again for a count of 4. Now go ahead and return to your natural pace of breathing. Thank you so much for participating in this activity. So now that we are all calm and focused, I just want to ask you a question. In the chat box, let us know how informed you feel you are about the employee well-being services provided through faculty staff assistance and well-being services. Please enter the letter that corresponds to the answer that best fits you best. So I will read the question from the screen and the answer options out loud now. How informed do you feel, or how informed do you believe you are about the employee well-being services provided through FSAWS? A, for very informed, this might mean that you actively participate, receive the newsletter, read announcements, submit feedback, etc. So you might reach out to us for all kinds of engagement opportunities. B, informed. So you might actively participate, receive our newsletter, and browse the website on occasion. C, somewhat informed. So maybe you have participated in the past and you browse the website on occasion. Or D, not informed, and that's why you're here. I'll take a few minutes for the answer, or take a few moments here for the answers to come through the chat box. So it looks like we are pretty varied, mostly landing somewhere in the middle, and then we also have a couple D's, which is not informed at all. And that's actually a great place to be. That excites us. That means this is a new opportunity to engage with an audience that maybe hasn't participated in our programs in the past. So thank you so much for answering our question. This really just helps us connect as a group to understand the varying degrees of engagement in our programs and also how we might best leverage our services and overviews in the future. Okay, so we know that the mind and body are an inseparable pairing that work best when supported together. And today we would like to tell you more specifically about well-being services, including programs and services, individual and team challenges, volunteerism and charitable events, and some additional tools and resources. As we get into the content of this presentation, I'd like to remind you that wellness is 24/7, so it's not contained within specific hours of the day, and you get to choose what you prioritize for your specific health and wellness needs. Wellbeing Services makes engaging in wellness during the workday easy through opportunities such as annual wellness events, semesterly challenges and programs, quarterly webinars, monthly thematic observances and learning opportunities, online toolkits, and volunteer groups and charitable events. Wellbeing Services provides support and encouragement for university employees to create and maintain sustainable, healthy habits. We've adopted a holistic and comprehensive approach by utilizing the 8 dimensions of wellness in creating our programs, systems of support, and resources. The 8 dimensions observed are emotional, environmental, financial, intellectual, occupational, physical, social, and spiritual. These dimensions are supported through a multi-layered programmatic approach. Our programs are designed to boost energy, enhance mindfulness, and embrace a healthier lifestyle by supporting personal and organizational wellness. Participate in programs that match your needs and interests, offers in ways that fit your schedule. So this means an effort is made to ensure that our programs can be accessed in multiple synchronous and asynchronous formats, such as live and in-person, live virtual, pre-recorded, on demand, and also as a team or as an individual. So as a refresher, I'll just take a few moments here to read through the descriptions of some of the programs available, starting with art journaling. So art journaling is made from science-backed, creative, expressive practices proven to lower stress and boost self-esteem. This is suitable for all levels of artistic experience, so you do not have to be a talented artist to join this program. Then we have Dare to Dream. Creative life planning strategies, visualization techniques, honest introspection, and encouragement to realize your dreams. Continuing on here, we have information about financial fitness. This program includes simplified financial planning education delivered through an engaging platform and quarterly seminars hosted by an industry innovator. Mindfulness and movement, this is one of our most popular programs. It includes mindfulness meditations and easy stretching exercises in a relaxing virtual atmosphere to support healthy stress reduction. And then we have Program of the Month. This is built from thematic learning modules delivered to support health literacy and awareness of a variety of topics and wellness benefits. So there's something new every month. All right, and this brings us to our challenges. Our challenges include Minutes to Monuments, which is human movement-based challenge for work teams to outstep or outbike, dance, golf, lift, stretch, whatever your mode of exercise might be, and you compete with other teams across campus. We also have things like daily habit challenges. These are monthly thematic challenges aligned to support individual and team goals of forming simple, healthy habits. And these aren't always movement-based. These include things like water consumption. It might include tracking your mood. It could include different types of social connection opportunities as well. So any type of healthy habit that supports your wellness. These are also embedded into the Program of the Month modules with future plans of duplicating them into a challenge toolkit, which will be located on our resources hub. We also have things like digital detox. So this is a monthly challenge to systematically unplug and unwind from technological devices to reconnect with the physical world and achieve wellness goals. You know, we are also connected to our technological devices, whether you are at work or whether maybe it's in your personal life. These things have really just integrated themselves into all daily aspects of our life. And sometimes we need to unplug and step away to be able to relax. Volunteer opportunities are also available. You know that doing good for others makes you feel good too. So we encourage you to discover a revitalized sense of purpose while spreading kindness and joy by volunteering or contributing to a charitable cause. While there are widespread opportunities on campus, our unit currently hosts Acts of Kindness, which provides quarterly opportunities to support Illinois employees in need. Then we have the Illinois Wellness Collective. This is our Wellness Ambassador program, and these Wellness Ambassadors create a positive impact in the workplace. And we also have the Resources Hub. So while this isn't the typical volunteer opportunity, we've categorized it here for this presentation to really drive home the importance of volunteering your time to share your expertise, your interests, your knowledge of well-being services, just really to create and populate tools that may support well-being in the workplace. So reaching out to us and sharing those ideas and working together to create these resources for campus and the employees here. Participating in programs and providing feedback is just one of many ways to support wellness and grow stress resiliency. So we know that the well-being programs impact employee health, happiness, and workplace culture. And that feedback is used to guide the future direction of our programs and services. So we really want to hear from you. So we have opportunities like Wellness to Go. This is an opportunity to have a consultation with Wellbeing Services for us to provide curated wellness support for work teams. And this is available upon request. We also have Wellbeing Services feedback form, which is a collaborative opportunity to cross-promote events and shape future wellness initiatives. And you can find that feedback form on our website. And we also offer well-being program surveys. And this is a great opportunity to provide immediate feedback after program completion. So if you have gone through a program from start to finish, or maybe even you weren't able to complete the full program, we send that feedback form, that survey, to everyone that has registered, that so that we can understand maybe what has prevented them from completing the program or the service, or what they liked best, or if they have additional feedback and input for us as well. All right. We also have additional tools and resources available to support our employees. The first option I'd like to introduce is CoaCare 360. So just out of curiosity, in the chat box, please say yes or no if you have ever heard of CoaCare 360. Okay, so I do see a lot of no's here, which again is an exciting opportunity for us to be able to introduce you to CoaCare 360. This is a mental health support tool where members are guided through smooth, easy to navigate pathways designed with unique needs in mind. I just want to pause on this slide for a bit to allow you time to scan the QR code and register your account. So again, this is complimentary, which means it is of no cost to you. If you prefer to use the desktop option, Yasmin is going to drop a link for guidance resources into the chat box. So CoaCare is brought to us by guidance resources. So there's kind of a two-step process here where you need to register your account on ComSite Guidance Resources. Use the web ID State of Illinois if you are registering your account for the first time. And then once you are within your Guidance Resources account, you'll be able to find CoaCare by navigating through the last 4 bullet points on our slide, which I'll go ahead and read out loud right now. So you would click on Connect Me or Browse All Services. And then under Additional Tools and Services, you would click on Digital Self-Care Tools. So this is considered a digital self-care tool. Then you would complete your profile, and you can click Start on the CoaCare 360 welcome screen. It's kind of, it feels a little hypocritical as we had just mentioned the digital detox and kind of backing away from all of these technological devices that we use every day. But we know that if you are going to be able to go through a digital detox, maybe to de-stress, then when you come back using CoaCare 360, that's really mindfulness based. It has audio tracks that can guide you through meditations. It has videos. You answer an assessment to get started, and CoaCare 360 can make recommendations based on your answers for your total well-being. This is just one of those tools that is great to have in your back pocket just in case. All right, I will go ahead and advance to the next slide, but if for some reason you still need that QR code, we can get you this information as well. Next, we have Terry Berry Be Well, and this is provided through Be Well Illinois. So I want to do the same thing with Terry Berry Be Well and just ask the audience today, who has heard of Terry Berry Be Well, or did you know that it was available to you as an employee? Go ahead and drop your answer in the chat box, yes or no. So again, I am seeing a lot of no's. So I have one more question. Is anyone familiar with Be Well Illinois? I'm seeing some yeses come through. So this is a really great partnership. Terry Berry Be Well is offered to us through Be Well Illinois. And it's a really great app and a tool to track your healthy habits. So if you are constantly kind of looking for that accountability partner or just trying to figure out how to connect how you are feeling with your habits, this is a great way to go. And it's not all focused on movement. So other options include things like tracking your heart rate, nutrition, sleep, water, weight, mood, and mindfulness. So to get started, you will download the app onto your smartphone or your device, use your employee email address to register, and then follow the prompts to complete the app setup process. And again, if you prefer desktop access, Yasmin will enter the link for Terry Berry Be Well registration into the chat box now. I will leave this slide up here just for a few moments while you take a look at the registration process. It is pretty intuitive to get started with it. Of course, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. Or if you are trying to register in real time and you get stuck, let us know in the chat box and we can help you out at the end of the presentation today. Looks like there is a question about the program URL. So I have, if for some reason that link isn't working, I don't know why it would ask for a program URL. That's a great question, Katie. I have not come across that question as of yet. I will get back to you on this. First prompts, okay. Katie, could you try the link that Yasmin dropped into chat? There may be a mechanism there. For those of you that might be trying on your phone right now, there might be a mechanism there where you will need to go through the desktop registration first through that link, that website link, and then be able to download onto your phone. I haven't run across that yet, but maybe there is, maybe there's a caveat there. Okay, if anyone else has difficulties with that, please let us know. We'll go on to the last additional tool here. So last but certainly not least, we are excited to announce that faculty and staff well-being is coming soon to the Illinois app. So right here, you are getting a sneak peek at our prototype. But when it is launched, this will be a really great hub for announcements, quick bite-sized practices to support your wellness, and a way to connect with others on campus. So you might find someone that you've never met before across campus that maybe is working towards the same goals or really has some of the same interests within wellness. And it's really just such a great social aspect of this app. So this concludes the information about well-being services specifically, and you might be thinking, okay, what now? We don't want to leave you hanging. So we want to challenge you to use your well-being services awareness to grow a healthy, vibrant wellness culture. We have some suggestions about what you can do to put wellness in action at the individual level, team, and organization. As an individual and for your personal wellness, we encourage you to leverage the complementary wellness platforms that are available to you at no cost. Participate in well-being services programs that are meaningful and impactful to your personal wellness. And just a reminder, to get started with those programs, you would find that registration form on our website. So you'd go to our website where it gives a lot of information about our programs and services, and then select that registration link. The registration link is updated every semester to display our active programs for that semester. So keep that in mind as well. And then also get started with a counselor and gain consistent supportive services. So in faculty, staff assistance, and well-being services, we do offer counseling, and that is open to employees as well as their household members. And again, this is a complimentary service to you. So free of charge, complimentary to come receive those services for you and household members. For your team, think about sharing your wellness habits and goals with your work team and get curious about what they feel is also important to their wellness. This is just a really great way to connect with your team members, understand them a little bit better, and just form that team bond. You may also encourage participation in programs that might be of interest to them or seek camaraderie through a team challenge. I think Yasmin would agree. We see teams just having so much fun as they participate in any of those team challenges. Specifically, Minutes to Monuments has been just really interesting to see the teams get together and do that and compete with each other. And we're really excited about these daily healthy habit challenges as well as they form. We know that physical movement isn't for everyone. It may not be interesting to everyone. It may not be part of your goals, and there are different ability levels across campus. And so these things like mood tracking or just being able to take mindfulness minutes throughout the day is going to be really interesting to see evolve. Also, add simple wellness practices learned from those daily health habit challenges into the beginning or end of each team meeting. So for an example, today when we started the presentation, we did box breathing. It's a really great way to frame the start of your meeting and then maybe even add something at the end of your meeting, something super quick that your teams can do. So everyone has super busy schedules. They might be rushing into the meeting, whether it is a virtual meeting or whether it's in person, and their mind just isn't there yet. But we all want to put our best foot forward. We want to be productive in a very healthy way. And so being able to add these things onto your team agendas is just a really great opportunity for everyone to slow down, take a breath, refocus on why they are there, and take care of themselves as well. And through the organization, share your experiences with your network. So if you really enjoy a specific wellness program, whether it's hosted through FSAWS or whether it is hosted elsewhere, spread that information within your network. Let your connections know, encourage them to join. And certainly if it's something that we don't offer currently and you would really like to see it implemented here on campus, let us know. Consult with Wellbeing Services, again, to explore wellness ideas that might be successfully implemented here. So we are always looking for anything that you feel might be successful. We know we have just a really wide variety of what people enjoy, and we want to make sure that well-being is for all. And last here, the quote, "See a leader, be a leader." This quote means that when others see someone leading through wellness, they are very likely to start doing the same. So put into action the positive change that you would like to see in others. If you're looking for more information, you can visit the Faculty, Staff, Assistance, and Wellbeing Services website to learn more about our counseling services and our wellness programs. We really appreciate all of you being here today. And so at this time, we would like to invite any questions or comments, maybe additional insights that you'd like to share or discuss. You could drop that in the chat box, but please also feel free to unmute if you would like to as well. And Yasmin, I am going to turn to you as well and ask if there was anything that came through chat earlier in the presentation that maybe we missed.
No, we haven't missed anything. I think the only question that we got was about the program URL. I am currently dropping the Faculty, Staff, Assistant, and Wellbeing Services homepage link in the chat as well.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
I had a question. The COA Care 360 and the Terry Berry, are those outside companies programs that we're using through the U of I, or is it something that was developed here at the university?
No, so these are outside companies. So COA Care 360 is a vendor that is partnered with ComPsych Guidance Resources. And so with our being state employees and our connection with ComPsych Guidance Resources, we have access to that platform, which is just absolutely phenomenal. I have really enjoyed it. The way that I can explain it is that it is a combination of like maybe the Calm app, if you're familiar with that has kind of those audios and some media, just storytelling, calm stories. And things like learning modules that walk you through different ways to maybe reduce anxiety if you're feeling really anxious, or lots of sleep hygiene that is on there, which is just phenomenal. That is a topic that has really increased in popularity. We know that sleep is getting harder and harder for people, not only from stress, but also just our daily usage of technological devices and how that light impacts us. I mean, there's so many different things in there. I could go on and on about it. I feel like I need a completely different presentation to really do it justice. So I encourage you to sign up and use that program. Terry Berry Be Well is brought to us through Be Well Illinois. So it's kind of this third party, almost vendor partnership. So since state of Illinois, we have access to Be Well Illinois, and Terry Berry is hosted there. We have access to that platform. So it's a really great opportunity for us to do as well. It's cool because when you sign up for it, if you encourage your teams to sign up for it as well, you can say, hey, maybe we together want to do kind of a inner office challenge, or we want to see if we can work towards some goals together. And that's a great way that you can see a leadership board and see who's leading the way as far as those challenges are concerned. Of course, you don't have to. If you're an individual that doesn't really want to share that information with their teams, but you still want to participate on Terry Berry Be Well, you can jump on there, use your login, don't share the information or your username with anyone, so it's not really identifiable, and go towards your goals. Really great accountability partner there as well. Thank you for the question. I will say an additional partner that I will add in here is Enrich, and that is hosted through the Illinois Financial Wellness Hub. Enrich is a financial wellness platform. It is interactive, similarly set up to CoaCare in that when you jump into your account, you will go through an assessment that kind of identifies what some of your financial wellness needs are, or what your financial wellness interests are. And then it provides recommendations like, hey, you might really enjoy trying out this financial wellness challenge, or this article, or maybe a template for budgeting, or whatever it might be. There's a ton of information in there. And it also includes a mindfulness approach to finances. So financial wellness isn't just all about budgeting. It's not all just about managing your money. It's what your mindset is towards your finances. So we come from all different walks of life and probably have different historical experiences with our finances. It can impact your mindset towards money based on how you grew up, or what your family valued as far as what they did with their finances as well. So it kind of walks you through some information about that as well. Any other questions that we might have?
So you gave us a lot of really great resources, but if you were to just say, one to get started, right? Because there are a lot, and so to the point where it might feel overwhelming to some people. So you get that FOMO of, if I pick this one, I'm missing out over here. So is there a basic one that you say, this is a great one to dip your toes in, see how you like it? Is there one that you recommend for those, that sort of thing?
As far as the partnerships go, I would recommend CoaCare 360 because it covers such a wide variety of health and well-being support. For our programs that we host and have created internally within faculty, staff, assistance, and wellbeing services, Depending on your goal, that would vary. But I would say program of the month is going to have so much information in it with opportunities that are highlighting some of the other wellness benefits that maybe have been buried or we don't think about as much or have kind of hidden off into the corner that would be really beneficial for employees to engage in. Again, it follows a thematic approach. It's combined from national health observances as well as the internal initiatives that we honor here at the university. So we've kind of compiled this annual flow monthly to be able to offer different topics. Once you register once, you do not have to register every single month. You gain access to an archive of Program of the Month materials that are that you can view through Canvas, as well as the new programs that are coming up. You'll be made aware when those are available to show, which is by the first business day of the following month. So you'll get either an announcement or an email notification, depending on your preference, that tells you, hey, the new program of the month is available. The materials are ready to go. You can engage in a self-paced way, but then after that, all that information is accessible to you at all times.
Oh, great, thank you.
You're welcome.
I would like to add that if there are any employees who really have a specific wellness goal in mind and just is having trouble trying to sift through all of the information, they can contact us directly and we would be happy to help them one-on-one to find like an appropriate resource for them to start with. That's also an option if they're feeling just quite overwhelmed about everything that we might have available.
Yes, thank you so much, Yasmin, for stating that. And I want to make just one more suggestion. I would say get connected with a counselor here in FSAWS. So we know like everybody can benefit from mental health support, counseling, therapy. Everybody can benefit from that. What we don't want is for someone to think, oh gosh, okay, I'm having a little bit of a hard time, but I don't really want to reach out yet because it's not severe or I'm not in crisis. The point is to get connected before you feel like it's a severe situation or that you are in crisis so that you can just help maintain good mental health at all times. And then we know life is unpredictable. So if something does happen, you've already acquainted yourself with our office, you've already set yourself up with a counselor, and now you can call in and say, hey, you know what? I am experiencing a really difficult time right now. I am a client of, whichever counselor it might be. Do they have room on their schedule that I can come in, or can I start seeing them more frequently while I navigate this difficult time in life? And that just really makes it a lot easier on your stress levels to be able to access our services that way.
Sarah, could you go into it a little bit more about that one program that you were talking about? I think it's called Kindness Matters. I was kind of wondering what kind of examples you were talking about with that. Here at FNS, we have like mentoring, where we mentor students from local schools. We also have I Read, I Count through the City of Champaign department. What kind of programs are in Kindness Matters?
Yasmin, I am having a difficult time recalling what that program is. Do you have more information on that one?
I do not actually about Kindness Matters. Let me come up with a quick link. 1 second.
We do have a program called Acts of Kindness. Is that maybe the same?
Maybe that was what it was called. I remember the kindness part. I just didn't remember exactly what it was called. And I just wondered if that was a program that was already set up or just a suggestion of things that we want to do.
So acts of kindness, I'll at least speak on acts of kindness while Yasmin looks up to see about the kindness matters. But acts of kindness is a quarterly opportunity for essentially employees to support employees. Probably the quarter that you've heard about the most is within winter, and it's all about kind of supporting each other during these winter holidays. So if we have a family that is having a difficult time or an employee that is having a difficult time, and they reach out to us and say, I would like to sign up as a participant for Acts of Kindness. We also at that point in time will be able to do a match with a department that has reached out to us that has said, hey, our department this winter would really like to support an Illinois employee in need. And so we ask if they are looking for an individual to support, maybe a couple, or up to 6 individuals or more. So it would be kind of that family 3 to 5, or then 6 or more, just depending on what they feel they can do as far as resources they can provide. And then we have an application process where the participants will say, here are my family members, or here's information about myself. These are the needs or the wants that I'm looking for around this holiday season or right now while it's cold. So we get requests for things like coats, hats, mittens, space heaters, things like that. Also food. So it could be a difficult time around Thanksgiving or any of those fall or winter holidays. And they're saying, hey, I have found myself in a difficult situation, but I still want to provide a warm holiday feel during this time. And these are the certain things that I'm looking for. And so their sponsored department will go out, voluntarily purchase these items and maybe any other things that they would like to donate to this Illinois employee. And then we facilitate their connection so that they can communicate with each other for a drop off or pickup. The other opportunities include things like summer support. So we know that there sometimes are furloughs or layoffs during summertime, or just low work hours. And for those individuals, they might reach out and say, summer is really difficult for us. We're trying to put our kid through childcare or a camp, or it's just a low time. So it's just an opportunity for them to be able to gain support that way as well. Yasmin, did you come up with anything for kindness matters?
The only thing that I could find was that it was an extension program for youth.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was just a one-day thing.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I just remembered the kindness. I just wanted to swing back around to that.
Sure, absolutely. Just a mix up on names, but of course, kindness across the board is very important. So we encourage that always. I do see that there is a question about registration. It sounds like there is a difficult link. And so we are in the process of kind of doing our internal audit of our webpage links and our resources and everything that we have. So I apologize if that link is not working for you. I will take a look at it this afternoon. Yasmin, are you seeing any? I see your suggestion is to go to the homepage and then scroll down to the sign up is easy.
Yes, because the link that I got, it might have gone through to like the Shibboleth login page, and that might not immediately work for everyone. So I
Okay,
suggested maybe going through our homepage. That might work better.
perfect. Yes, so that link is embedded on our website. And so it might be that situation. Rebecca, did that work for you?
I haven't been to the homepage, but the shibboleth arrow was what I was seeing when I tried to click the link that Yasmin put in the chat. So that's not a plausible explanation to me.
Okay. I will take a look at that and figure out what is going on with that one.
Most of it, I opened all of them in the, just so I would have those links when I'm writing a recap. in my, as a tab, but that one was the one that wouldn't open.
Okay. Thank you so much. We have not heard difficulties with that one yet, so I'm sorry that you're experiencing that, but we'll get that updated right away. Any other questions about our programs or services or ways that you can engage here?
Your office does the, on the faculty staff assistants, because we've been advertising that you can donate to other employees if they need help, right? That comes under your purview, but maybe more under the not the mental health and mindfulness side, but that still is under faculty staff assistance and wellbeing services. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the emergency funds I believe that you are referring to. So if you go to our website and you are on the counseling, or really just the main page of FSAWS, I'm visualizing it right now, and you scroll down to the bottom, it will say Faculty Staff Emergency Fund. And if you click that button, it'll open up more information about eligibility, how to donate, as well as how to apply. And so that's a really great way to help out employees that have found themselves in a difficult financial situation as well. Acts of Kindness is a just an activity or program related to faculty staff emergency funds. So it's obviously not the same, but we like to promote and encourage the participation in both of those together. Yasmin, thank you so much for adding in that link. She has dropped information about the emergency fund there as well. All right, well, I think the questions have slowed down. So I just want to take a moment to thank everyone for jumping into this overview. If you have specific questions about any of those programs or even the materials that we presented today, please just email wellbeing@illinois.edu. Thank you so much. Take care.
Sara, Yasmin, thank you so much for speaking with us today. Lots of great information. I think I'm going to spend my afternoon clicking on things, trying to figure out what is the most useful for me. But thank you for pointing out all of these great resources that the university is offering.
You are so welcome. We appreciate being here.